And they're off. Racing away from the 7 furlong starting point for the Molten Brown Amateur Jockeys Handicap Stakes. With those yellow sleeves, Beau Jardine is one of the first ones to begin, together with When the Dealing's Done in those light silks of the purple cap. Willie Campbell's with those in the red and white colours, then Warning Sign in the red and yellow is Crazy Luck. She's then tracked out wider by MERCIAN Warrior in the white and blue, tucking behind the speed grey jacket, blue sleeves and cap for Dakota Power. Warning Sign the blue headgear, white and green for Jackson Street, Shaladar to the inside. King Carbo just in front of him. Further back then to find Al Shabab, and right towards the rear of the field, Diffident Spirit and Rabanel is just about last of all. With about 3 furlongs to go, it's Beau Jardine who leads the way under Aaron Cagney. More near side is When the Dealing's Done and Freddie Tep. Between them then is Crazy Luck and Pat Millman. Then in the red and white, Willie Campbell and Ned Sangster, followed closely by Dakota Power and Simon Walker. Out wide a MERCIAN Warrior still with every claim under Jack Nichols. They're racing towards the final furlong and a half. And out wide on the course, the left-hand side there, MERCIAN Warrior has now been produced to lead. MERCIAN Warrior went on from Dakota Power, then Warning Sign and Willie Campbell, followed by When the Dealing's Done and Shaladar. Inside the final furlong, it's MERCIAN Warrior who's cleared by 3 to 4 lengths. Shaladar is trying to give chase under Jack Keller, then K Warning Sign, but it's MERCIAN Warrior in the hands of Jack Nichols to score. MERCIAN Warrior is the winner. Home in second, Warning Sign, then Shaladar, followed in by Beau Jardine and Diffident Spirit. Set and away in racing. Michel Lambre a little bit slow to find stride, and he's just galvanised along in the early part of the journey. 2 miles ahead of them in this £20,000 Collier's Handicap Stakes, and in the Violet Silks, Maxident is the first one to lead the way as they head up the home straight the first time. From Wonderful Eagle, who races in second, red jacket there with the white cap. These are then followed closely by Wind Your Neck in the dark blue and yellow. A further couple of lengths then away to HUTCHENCE, who's back in fourth, followed then by Officer of State in the blue and white colours there for Reese Clatterbuck. A good 3 lengths away to top-weighted True Legend in those orange and white colours. And the slow to stride Michel Lambre is the back marker, probably giving the leader about 10 lengths at this stage. On they go then to head down the side of the course and make their way towards the final 1.5 miles. It is Maxident who shows out in front in the hands of Isheen Murphy and leads the way from Wonderful Eagle, who is in second. Wonderful Eagle, who won recently over hurdles at Newton Abbot. Then came Wind Your Neck in, who really likes the ground conditions. All 3 of his career wins have come with plenty of cut in the ground. HUTCHENCE is then back in fourth. He's a 2-time winner already this season. Then Officer of State, who's running for the first time since appearing here at Ascot over hurdles back in February. Then top-weighted True Legends, and Michel Lambre remains at the rear of the field under Jack Doughty as they continue this run over on the far side of the track. Going inside the final 1.25 miles, and it's Maxident and Isheen Murphy from Wonderful Eagle and Tom Queally in second. Then Wind Your Neck in, Richard Kingskip back in third. HUTCHENCE is in fourth. They continue to race in single file at this point down towards Swinley Bottom. Officer of State is next. Then True Legend, and Michel Lambre remains last of the 7. Beginning to make the corner now that takes them towards the final 7.5 furlongs. Still leading the way is Maxident. Shows a length and a half to Wonderful Eagle in second position. Back in third is Wind Your Neck in. HUTCHENCE is in fourth. Then Officer of State. True Legend is next under Luke Morris, and Michel Lambre, just encouraged along a little, remains last of them and still a good way behind the leader as they race now towards the final 5.5 furlongs. With the advantage still is Maxident from Wonderful Eagle. He's always had a good position there in second. Wind Your Neck in is back in third. HUTCHENCE is in fourth, the pink cap. Then Officer of State. True Legend behind those in the orange and white. Then Michel Lambre as they begin to climb as they head towards inside the final 1/2 mile. It is Maxident still there from Wonderful Eagle. Wind your neck in toward the running rail in blue and yellow. HUTCHENCE is in fourth, and then True Legend. Officer Estate is now being ridden along, and so too Monsieur Lambre. Heads are turned towards home. They straighten off this cutaway rail with about 2.5 furlongs to go. Into the home straight. It is Maxident from Wonderful Eagle is now being woken up. Wind your neck in now to the left-hand side, tries to make his bid. HUTCHENCE coming into it more towards the right-hand side in the pink cap, and then came True Legend. Quite a few of the chances they race inside the final furlong and a half, and here's HUTCHENCE under Ross Orion. Now powers to the front just outside the final furlong, and HUTCHENCE has quickly gone clear. He's 4 to 5 lengths in front. True Legend staying on, pressing Wonderful Eagle for second, but HUTCHENCE has won easily. HUTCHENCE the winner, he's down, beating True Legend. Wonderful Eagle third, then Maxident clear from Wind Your Neck In. Officer of State. I've gone without her. They're off and racing. They have gone without number 7, Lady Chanté, who didn't want to go into the stalls. So they've gone without number 7, and an official announcement to follow post-race. So for the BetMGM Novice Stakes, they race away over the 1.5 miles with now just the 6-strong field. Russian Crescendo, red, white and blue to the inside. The Kempton winner from last time will have a narrow lead as they head towards the final 1.25 miles. From Fireblade, who races there in second place. Also, of course, who is a half-brother to Cracksman, racing there in second position, about 3 parts of a length behind the leader. A further 2 lengths away to Wendrock and Ashinor, who go in third position at the moment. Then Stavy, who's racing towards the outside of Blonde Arrow, and Kansas de Burley is at the rear of the field. Heading towards Swinley Bottom then. Russian Crescendo and Tom Marquand lead the way. From Fireblade and Kieran Schumacher in second. Wendrock back in third. Then came Stavy, who's in fourth. Stavy running for the first time since appearing in the champion bumper at the Cheltenham Festival. Then came Blonde Arrow, and Kansas de Burley, previous winner over hurdles, on his flat debut today, remains at the rear of the field under Luke Morris. Onto the side of the course they go then, and running towards the final 6 furlongs of this Novice Stakes contest. And it's Russian Crescendo from Fireblade in second place, with Wendrock back in third. Then came Stavy towards the outside of the filly Blonde Arrow. And then still last of all is Kansas de Burley. Racing now towards the final 4.5. It's Russian Crescendo still there ahead of affairs. Fireblade has always been in that good posse, a little wider from the rail. Then came Wendrock back in third. Stavy has been encouraged along in fourth, and then Blonde Arrow and Kansas de Burley still remains last of all. Racing now towards the final 3.5 furlongs as they begin the turn towards home. Russian Crescendo by a length over Fireblade, who's now been pushed along in second. Wendrock is in third, trying to move through and put in that one's effort now. A little bit shorter racing route at the moment off that cutaway running rail. Now looking to make the move to the left-hand side. Then Stavy, Kansas de Burley, who's now relegated Blonde Arrow to be last of all inside the final 1/4 mile. And it's still Russian Crescendo, now taken on by Wendrock in maroon and white. Fireblade is trying to stay on towards the near side. Just outside a furlong to go, Russian Crescendo. She has a neck lead from Wendrock. Then came the staying on Fireblade to the near side. Russian Crescendo from Fireblade, who's motoring up to challenge now. Russian Crescendo seeing it out from Fireblade. Russian Crescendo holding on from Fireblade in second. Wendrock in third. Well clear from Kansas de Burley and Stavy and Blonde Arrow. They're ready, and they're off. Racing away right in front of the grandstands here for the BetMGM Merle Stakes, 23rd running of this listed prize. Heading quickly to the opening bend, the 5-timer seeking Alonsi will be in front at the corner. From Papano, the dark blue and white colours towards the outside, more toward the running rail is Table Talk with that yellow jacket. A further length then back to Subsequent in the pink and green silks as they turn to go down the side. Go Daddy just about the marker, about a half a length behind Subsequent, those pink and blue silks. So racing inside the final 1 mile and 3 furlongs shortly. And it's Alonsi. Has the lead under Ross Orion by about a length or so. Alonsi trying to emulate her dam Alyssa, who won this race back in 2016. Alonsi from in second, Papano, who won on the Topeka track over at Southwell last time. Table Talk is next. Racing in third, the Melrose Handicap winner from the Ebor meeting. Subsequent is towards his outside under Oisin Murphy, and GoDaddy, who was third in the German St Ledger last time, back mark of the 5 in the Merle Stakes at the moment. They continue their journey right over on the far side, and it's Alonsi. There's 4 handicap wins in recent starts. From Papano in second, Table Talk, Tom Marquand toward the inside. Subsequent a little wider, then came GoDaddy under Lewis Edmonds. Racing around Swinley Bottom then, and it's Alonsi. She's made the running so far, continues to show with the advantage to Papano toward the outside of Table Talk. They're racing second and third. Subsequent is 3 parts of a length behind Table Talk and a further length away to GoDaddy. On the race towards the final 3 parts of a mile, it's Alonsi. She's still there from Papano in second under Kieran Schumacher. And subsequent toward the outside of Table Talk, and GoDaddy, no move from him yet. He remains last of them. They continue to climb then, and running to inside the final 5 furlongs now with Alonsi and Papano still the leading pair. Table Talk and Subsequent continue to share out third, and then came GoDaddy, who's now just been nudged along. Running now towards the final half a mile. Alonsi narrowly from Papano in second position. Table Talk towards the inside, and then Subsequent, followed then by GoDaddy, and they begin now to turn the way towards home. It's still Alonsi, still by a length over Papano in second. Table Talk has now been gathered together. Subsequent is trying to make his effort there toward the outside. Then came GoDaddy. Into the home straight they go, and Alonsi. Catch me if you can, says Ross O'Ryan. Alonsi by a length and a half. Subsequent is now giving chase up into second, and now really beginning to put in his effort. Subsequent and Alonsi. Subsequent into the lead now from Alonsi. Racing inside the final furlong and a half, and Subsequent begins to lengthen now. Put a few lengths between himself and Alonsi in second. Then came Papano, Table Talk and GoDaddy, and running inside the final half, it's Subsequent who is clear under Oisin Murphy to win the Merle Stakes. Subsequent the winner from Alonsi home in second, Papano in third, then GoDaddy and Table Talk. And Garfield Shadow. They're in, we're set to go. And they're off, racing away over 6 furlongs in the BetMGM Handicap Stakes against the running rail. Palmer Bay has broken well there from stall number 10 and will show the advantage. Over in the centre, Never So Brave in the blue and yellow. Wider out there is Garfield Shadow. Just in advance of Ferris, the green sleeves, the yellow cap. Then Barra on those violet silks. Behind those then, Wob 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 in the yellow and white, followed by top-weighted Comanche Falls. HOLKHAM Bay is deeper out, and then Wadeo. And last year's winner, Rohan, is at the rear of the field. They continue their journey up towards halfway against the running rail. Palmer Bay racing on his own, just about still has the lead. From Garfield, Shadow and Ferris, then Baradar and Never So Brave, followed by HOLKHAM Bay's moving up there to the left-hand side. Wadeo ridden for more, then Wob Wob Wob. Comanche Falls hard at it, and Rohan is trying to keep on. They're running the way inside the final furlong and a half now. Action out in the centre. It's Garfield Shadow now being pressed there by HOLKHAM Bay. Ferris not far behind. Then came Baradar and Never So Brave inside the final half. HOLKHAM Bay and Garfield Shadow to fight it out. Ferris back in third. It's HOLKHAM Bay under Oisin Murphy. Garfield Shadow and Oisin Orr. It's a close call, I reckon, far side HOLKHAM Bay. From Garfield Shadow, then came Ferris, Wadea, Comanche Falls, Baradar and Palmer. And they're off from the top of the home straight, over 1 mile for the Victoria Racing Club Classified Stakes. The field rather clustered together in the early part of the journey. Racing quite keenly, Thaya in the brown and orange with no cover at the moment. Monkey Island right there, the blue sleeves, the green jacket. They adjust in advance of EBT's Guard in those blue and red silks. Then in the yellow, Tarifa under Tom Marquand racing in fourth. The red and yellow next is Aquacel under Jimmy Quinn. A further length then back to Dashing Roger. He's in those light silks, the light blue and yellow colours, with Pearl Eye next door in light blue and pink. Then came Thunder Roar, the grey and red silks. Away to the left-hand side is Taskia on seasonal debut. The back two, Accidental Agent, the orange cap, and in maroon and beige, Imperial Fighter is the back marker. They've won through halfway now, and it's Monkey Island who's developed a lead of about 2.5 to 3 lengths now. Monkey Island striding on under Sean Levy. From in second, Thaya. EBT's Guard is back in third. Then Tarifa, who's together with Aquacel. Then to the outside of those two is Thunder Roar. Pearl Eye has been ridden along. So too Dashing Roger. And then Imperial Fighter, Accidental Agent and Taskier are the back two. Racing inside the final quarter of a mile. EBT's Guard in the blue and red has now picked it up from Monkey Island. Thunder Roar trying to stick on. Tarifa tries to get involved in the yellow. Then Thaya and the staying on Pearl Eye. Racing inside the final furlong. It is EBT's Guard and Lewis Edmonds by 2 lengths over Monkey Island, Thunder Roar and Tarifa. And on the run towards the line, it's EBT's Guard, who ran so well in the Cambridgeshire. Comes out again quickly and wins here at Ascot. EBT's Guard the winner. Tarifa going to be up for second. Monkey Island, Thunder Roar a tight in behind for third. Then came Thaya, Pearl Eye, and then Aquacel.